What is up, free-to-play nation? I'm the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I believe that you can dominate this game without even spending a dime. And you guys, if we are going to dominate this game, we are going to have to be able to farm Gear 12 pieces. So let's take a look at the title of this stream is, how do I farm Gear 12 gear? Let's talk about some tips and tricks. So here we have our Anakin. But before we get into this, I wanted to say hey to the chat. We got Coleman Traber in the chat. Says hi. What's up, Coleman? Barini's here. Gear farming tips are always appreciated. Hello, my fellow Padawan friends. What's up, Barini? Dioge's in the chat. Padawan 24/7. You starting a new live stream? I'm starting a new live stream, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Vaseless in the chat. What's up, man? We got all my friends are in the chat. And for those of you guys who are here and can't say anything, we're super excited to have you. And I hope that this something that I say here will help you get the pesky Gear 12 pieces. Because to me, I could be crazy, but to me, getting to Gear 11 is not super hard anymore with the gear changes. And once you get to Relic 0, getting to like Relic 4 or 5 is honestly not that hard either. So this is the big bottleneck to me. These 6 pieces of gear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, especially this last piece right here. It takes a long time to get these pieces, but this is the gateway to get to the relics in this game. Intimidation is here. Hey, everyone, here for a while. Awesome. Cool, man. And Dom is here as well. Okay, so let's talk about this. The first tip I have is the Heroic Sith Raid. This is honestly where you are going to get a lot of your Gear 12 gear, is the Heroic Sith Raid. And most of that gear shows up in the top 10 spots. So if your guild is doing the Heroic Sith Raid, do everything you can to get into the top 10 spots. Now, if you look here in our guild, in order to look, we got rank 8 last time. Oh man, so excited about that. In our guild, if you want to snag top 10, you got to do over 11 million, probably 12 million. But it's different depending on the different guilds that you're in. So you got to say to yourself, I got to do 12 million damage or more, maybe shoot for 15, 16 million to get into the top 10. Well, why is the top 10 such a big deal? It is because right here, this H101, you see number 10 has it, number 11 to 15 does not have it, and this H103 also isn't here. And then if you really want the good stuff, you got to go up to the top 3. Right here, they get the H101 and the H102. Well, let's just see. See, these things change a bit from 10 to 4, but the Treasure Shards do not change. This changes a bit, this changes a bit, but let's take a look at this H101. What does this actually give you? And why won't it let me click on it? Let's see here. This is the H103. So what, I guess the H101, are these pieces here? I'm confused. Hang on a second, guys. We're going to figure this out. I know this is where you get the gear at. What is this? H104. So this right here, H103, is going to give you these. If you guys are familiar, you recognize a lot of these gold pieces up here are Gear 12 pieces of gear. And you can get fully crafted pieces. This right here is the salvage, but on this last Sith raid, I actually got a fully crafted multi-tool. A fully crafted multi-tool for getting rank 8. So I don't know why it's not showing number 1. Let's see if we go up higher. Will it show us number 1? That's H102. It's showing us H102. I don't know. Somebody in chat help me out if you know how to look at the H101. But the point is, this H101 and this H103, this is where the money's at for the Sith raid. So if you just joined the Sith raid and you don't participate, take a look. What would it take to get into the top 10 in your guild and fight for that? In fact, that is number 2 in the most important areas to help you grow in my opinion. Number 1 is Fleet Arena for the crystals. Number 2 is the Heroic Sith Raid. And that is the focus of the next pursuit of our account. We've been pursuing fleets for a long time. And we just about have a maxed out fleet for what we have. We've got a maxed out Executrix, minus a couple abilities. We've got Relic 4 bugs. We've got a 7-star Vulture. We've almost got our Hyena Bomber 6 stars, 7 stars. We're getting to the end of our fleet grind for that one good fleet. And now we're turning our attention to one good Sith Raid team. All right, let's check up on the chat here. Dom says, almost forgot to set GAC defense because my day has been not that good. Dom, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sometimes days are rough, but I'm glad you're here to hang out with us, and hopefully we can make you a little bit happy hanging out. Jayhawk Champs is here. What's up, Jayhawk? Night Snipe says, hey there, just got to come say hi because I got to wake up 6:30. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for stopping by, Night Snipe, and hello to you. Cat Lord of the 69th. Hello, just passing by to say hello. All you guys are so kind just to hop into the chat and say hey. Coleman Traber says, go to the raid and go to possible rewards without selecting tier 7. So let's go to rewards. And we're selected tier 8. Let's try backing out again. DOG says, what teams got you 11 million damage? Pretty impressive. Coleman Traber is right. It's my clones. I showed you guys a picture of it in my last stream, and they actually did even better. They got over 10 million damage this time. And we're talking about baby clones. That's phase 1 damage. Phase 1 is tough to do damage in. That's phase 1 damage. Intimidation. How my guild used to be 12 million to get to the top 10. Then every time I would reach that threshold, it would go up another 5 million. Now it's like 30 million for top 10. Luckily, I can finally post 50 to 60 million. Intimidation. What are you using to post 50 to 60 million? Let us know in the chat. Adam's in the chat. Hey, glad to catch another stream. Welcome back, sir. I am so glad that you are here. All right, let's just try this one more time, and then we're going to move on to the other places. But the long story short, possible rewards. Here we go. Here we go. Just like Coleman Traber said. Here we go. H101. Thank you, Coleman, helping us out, man. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Instead of just the salvage, you can also get a fully crafted. And you see we have one. We got that from the last Sith Raid. Fully crafted Gear 12 pieces. Here's another fully crafted Gear 12 piece. This is where the money's at. And if you don't get a fully crafted piece, you'll get some salvage. These right here, we need 1 million of these. We've actually got a good many of these right now, but that's nowhere near enough. All this stuff is good stuff up here. Good stuff up here. And then, you know, this stuff isn't bad. Down here, here we go. More Gear 12 pieces. This is salvage. Salvage. More Gear 12 salvage. Look at all this stuff, you guys. This here is a fully crafted cybernetics. Fully crafted visor. This is where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck in putting effort into one team to get Gear 12 gear for all your other teams. And you might have to put effort into 2 teams, like Intimidation is saying it used to be 10 million to get into 12 million to get into the top 10, and then it keeps growing and growing. But that's why we're going for gas, and ultimately that is why we are going for SLKR. The main reason we're going for SLKR is that he can kill the entire Sith Raid in one shot, which means that you are going to get, unless 10 other people in your guild do the same thing, you're going to get top 10, and you might even get top 3. And that is the good stuff. Free to play Glues in the chat. Padawan, I have to do my schoolwork, then I can join the stream. But we will be ready for you when you come. Maybe the Grand Arena will be going on at that time. We saved that for a little later in the stream. David James says skip the schoolwork. Oh my gosh. Intimidation says you use Gas 501st in phase 1. Padme CAD in phase 2. CLS in phase 3. Wow, 15 to 20 million each. Now, Intimidation, it's my understanding that Gas can solo phase 1. Not solo, but him and his team. Does that equal? I would think that would equal more than 15 to 20 million. Tell me why your Gas is not soloing phase 1. Maybe there's something that's changed that I don't know about. Brian Thompson's in the chat. Hey, what's up? Raphael says, hey, Padawan. Adam says, my GAC matchup is kind of bad. Up against a dude with all 6 GLs and 8.6 million GP. Holy moly. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so the next biggest place that you can get gear 12 pieces from is the shard shop right here. So then the question is, if you can get gear 12 pieces, which you guys can see, gear 12 pieces in this shop, how do you get this currency? How do you get enough of it in order to be able to reliably buy pieces out of this shop? Well, I'm glad you asked. The first way that I like to do it is, believe it or not, the Bronzium packs. If you guys have a bunch of ally points stored up, buy these Bronzium data cards. You will get a lot of character shards from these Bronzium data cards, and if you 7-star those characters, it will give you a lot of shard shop currency. Just backing up a little bit, the shard shop currency comes from character or ship shards that you earn on top of an already 7-star character or ship. So if a character or ship is 7 stars and you earn some shards for them, then that turns into shard shop currency. A moment ago, you saw I had 6 Kenobi shards that turned into shard shop currency. That's because we just finished a raid. My Kenobi 7 stars, that gives me some shard shop currency. So raids is one way you get shard shop. Bronzium packs is another way you get shard shop. Another way that I like to do it is this is kind of a side benefit of the farms that I've been doing, but let's take a look at the Droideka node right here. I've got my Droideka to 7 stars, but I am still farming the Xanadu blood. And so what's happening is I got Droideka to 7 stars by the time Xanadu blood was about 5 stars, and I need my Xanadu blood 7 stars, which means that after all the shards that I've gotten from Droideka since he was 7 stars have all gone straight to the shard shop, and it's been tons of shard shop currency. Vulture Droid is the same way. Vulture Droid is a fantastic node to get bonus shard shop currency with this scallywag right here. But the point is, from your hard farms, if you're farming a node that has either 2 characters or a character and a ship, you will get a lot of shard shop currency from that node, because the ship takes a lot longer to get to 7 stars than the character. So you'll get a lot of shard shop currency. Here we go, the Vulture Droid node. You guys know that Vulture Droid takes a minute to farm. Well, all those extra shards are going right into the shard shop. Right into the shard shop. All right, another place to get them, and another reliable place to get shard shop currency, is the shipments. Let's go ahead and do shops right now. I don't want to get too derailed, but we always want to buy this piece of gear here, all for the credits. It's all worth buying. Here we go, Cantina Battle Store. Anytime you have currency in this store, you want to buy a character that you already have. I'm buying Cassian's Ewing, and as you guys can see, I'm ready to cash in a lot of shard shop currency on Cassian's Ewing, but I haven't done it yet because I haven't activated the characters or the ship, and you have to activate the characters before you can 7-star the ship. But you can do it on any characters in here. After you have the characters in here that you want, then use all of the currency in this shop to just feed the shard shop. Let's take a look at the guild store. You do not want to feed the shard shop with the guild store, because you can just straight up buy gear out of here, and it's usually a better deal to buy the gear out of the guild store than it is to buy character shards that you already have and then buy gear with the shard shop. Some people use the Squad Arena store to feed the shard shop, buying a character that you already have 7 stars. I personally do not think that's a good idea. I think you should buy Prestige, or even in now that they've got gear here at the bottom. Some people are saying that the gear down here is a really good value for relic materials. But it's just another example of another place where you get this currency every day and you feed the shard shop. Galactic War Store is a fantastic example. I've got Sun Factor 7 stars. I've got Plota 7 stars. Let's take a look at these. We're going to buy both of these because the ships are a better value than the characters are. So if we bought both of those, which is what I do most of the time with my Galactic War Store currency, I buy ships that I already have, and then we go to the shard shop, and that we now have 300 currency from just those 2 purchases that we can then turn around and buy gear with it. So Galactic War Store, to me, the 2 best areas are the Galactic War Store and the Cantina Battle Store. Both of those places you get a lot of currency, and you can use that currency to just basically swap currency. You're taking the currency from these stores and you're putting it in this store instead. You don't want to use the Fleet Store for shard shop currency because you want to use that for Zetas or characters and ships that you don't have. You do not want to use the guild event store for shard shop currency, because you want your get 2 to go to the Malevolence and Negotiator, and your get 1 you want to go to these 4 characters: Hermit Yoda, Skywalker, Malak, Wampa. Once you have all 4 of these characters, don't spend this currency to get shard shop currency. Just buy the gear that you need, because this store has gear for you as well for get 1. But you don't want to buy the get 1 gear until you have these 4 exclusive characters from this shop. Championship store, do not use for the shard shop, but you can use it for one of the best things to buy with your this is Grand Arena currency. When you win at Grand Arena, you want to spend it here, right here. The Mark 7 Chirotech, the Shock Prod show up here, and the computers show up here. Those are 2 of the toughest pieces for Gear 12. You want to use the Championship store to buy these pieces of gear. Now, that is what I was doing at first, and I was getting a lot of these pieces, and it was working great. But you guys remember, I decided to start buying mod slicing materials instead, because my mods are way behind my gear, and that's still the case. So even though I want very badly to buy this with this currency, I'm going for the mods. But if you want Gear 12 gear, right here, this is the best thing you can buy out of this shop. And then here we go for the shard store. Let's talk about what should you buy in here. First of all, you just buy what you need, right? You try to make sure you have some shard shop currency on hand, and whatever you're farming, you can just buy that. But if you don't have anything that you need currently, the best thing to do is to go down to these Mark II pulse modulators and buy these 2 pieces of purple gear. These 2 pieces of gear are required for Gear 12. If we take a look at, let's look at Poggle. If we take a look at Poggle, I'm not sure which one that is, but anyway, let's just look at this one. Here, this is how the Gear 12 pieces are built. Here on the left-hand side, you've got a gold piece that requires 30, and you've got a purple piece that requires 40. It requires 20 2 times, and that is kind of the skeleton that all left-hand side Gear 12 pieces are built on. So you want to farm. I've got this from Darth Loquitur. If you guys have listened to Darth Loquitur, he's really smart about gear farming. You want to farm the gold pieces with your energy, and you want to buy these purple pieces out of the shard shop. Here's another example: 30 pieces of a gold piece and 40 pieces of a purple piece. This continues: 30 of this, 40 of that. And then you look over at this side. This side is more complicated, and it is more difficult. This has just got all gold pieces. Once you get here, if you don't get it out of the Sith raid or somewhere else, you just got to spend your energy on these pieces. It is just, you just got to spend your energy on these pieces. So we've talked about the shard shop. We've talked about raids. Let me just quickly go over a couple of other areas where you can get Gear 12 gear. Let me just catch up on the chat really quick. I don't want to leave you guys in the dust. I'm very sorry about that. Let's see here. All right, Intimidation is answering Cat Lord's question. Brian Thompson says the new episode of Book of Boba Fett is amazing. It absolutely was. It absolutely was. Yeah, everybody's saying they loved it, but yeah, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. Glue has 2,000 Cantina. Fantastic glue. That'll really help you get some shard shop currency, unless there's a character you need, which early on there often is a character that you need. Okay, they're talking about the episode. Coleman Traber says, not buying Mark III Hollows in the guild store. I absolutely am, Coleman. I'll have to go back and take a look at that. David James says, what ships are better value for shard shop? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, ships are a better value. It's minor. It's 152 shard shop currency for 4 ship shards, and it's 150 shard shop currency for 10 character shards. So you can either buy 4 ship shards or 10 character shards with 400 galactic war currency, let's say. Then the 4 ship shards give you 2 more currency, which over time, that adds up. And that's why the Cantina store is so much better to use to buy the ship that's in the Cantina store. You actually get 5 shards of that ship, which is a huge value for the shard shop. Bimgus says, hey, Padawan. What's up, Bimgus? Okay, free to buy Ollie. Yeah, it's talking to Raphael. Just pretend like that store doesn't exist. Indeed. Cat Lord's got to go. We'll see you, Cat Lord. Okay, we're caught up on the chat. Let's carry on with our discussion here. Okay, so far we have the Sith Raid, number 1. The Shard Shop, number 2. And then we're going to talk about just a couple other places. Basically, anytime the game has an event going on, you want to participate in it. Right now, we've got a territory war going on in my guild. Well, if you enter the territory war and you look at the rewards, we have, this is about the range of our guild, we have gear 12 pieces here in the territory war. If you win, I'm not sure if you get any if you lose, but the point is, participate in the territory war. It will contribute to your gear 12 farm. Next, after the territory war, we've got territory battles. Even Lightside Hoth, which is what we are still doing. Lightside Hoth, you go into the rewards, and let's say you get around 40 stars, which is, I don't know, probably close to what we're getting. Here we go. More gear 12 pieces, even the chance for fully crafted gear 12 pieces. So territory wars, territory battles, and the galactic challenges, you guys. Some of these galactic challenges can be annoying. They can be problematic, but they give you what we need. They give you this gear 12 stuff. Look, even at this one, we are going to try to get box number 8. We're currently sitting at box number 7, but even box number 7, once again, a few pieces of gear 12. So basically, if the game has an event going on, participate in it, do as well as you possibly can, and it will help your gear 12 grind. Another event that's coming up is an assault battle. These assault battles are another opportunity for, you guessed it, gear 12 pieces of gear. The higher you can go in these assault battles, the faster you will be able to gear all future characters. It is worth it to basically participate in everything that's going on in the game and do as much as you can. And then the last place after you've done raids, Shard Shop, Territory Battle, Territory War, Assault Battles, Galactic Challenge, the last thing you can do is spend your energy. Spending energy is the final piece of the puzzle, and it's all that you're left with when you're in this situation right here, where you've got all the pieces and then you're just sitting here farming this one piece forever. We've been farming this piece for probably a week and a half, 2 weeks already, and we are still only halfway done with this right here, and we have essentially no progress with this right here. But that's what it comes down to. Gear 12 is a grind. So if you just take your energy, throw it at the pieces of gear that you're farming until it's done. And one of the things that you guys have to remember, let's say, for example, this piece right here, I believe, let's see, where is this? No, this is Fleet 2E, so that's good. But some of the Gear 12 pieces require you to be higher up in the fleet, which is just another reason to work on your fleet. You have to have all the fleet battles unlocked in order to get all the gear that you need to get your characters to Relic. So after you do all the things, the raids, all the different events that go on in the game, you're feeding the Shard Shop with everything that you can. Then you take the rest of your energy and you throw it at whatever the piece of gear is that you're farming at the time. So let's show you guys how that goes for us. We farm 5 regular hard nodes and 4 fleet hard nodes. So that sounds like we're not going to have a lot of energy left over. And in fact, we do struggle. We wish we had more energy, but let's just show you what it looks like. All 3 regular energy refreshes. And these refreshes that we purchased are fueled by our placement in Fleet Arena. All 3 mod energy refreshes, because you know we need those, and the fleet, all 3. And then we farm 5 normal energy nodes. So let's go to our current farms. We've already, all the energy that we've gotten all day has already gone towards these 5 nodes. So this node right here is done. That's one node complete. We got that just from the trickling energy throughout the day. Let's take a look at this node. We've already done 3 of these. We only have 2 more to do. And there's some more shard shop currency right there. We didn't make any progress on the ship, but we made a little progress in the shard shop. We are farming the BTLB Y-Wing, and we get a bonus wrecker. A little bit of progress there. That's great. And then we are also farming Wicket. Let's get Wicket farm out of the way. And these are all like 100 energy to run all 5 runs on this. So it's costing us a lot of energy. But if you stay after these hard farms, then the slow grind of character shards will never be an issue because you'll always be farming ahead. And then here's the 5th one, the Hyena Bomber right here. Now, if you look, we have 110 energy left. That is all that we have left. But we can claim some bonus energy currently, I believe. There we go. We'll claim some bonus energy. And then we'll take the rest of this energy and we will throw it at the Anakin gear farm that we're currently going for. And then all the rest of the energy that we'll get for the rest of the night before reset, we will throw that at Anakin's piece of gear as well, because we've already done our hard farms. So here we go. We're throwing 150 energy at it. And we're, hey, that's pretty good, you guys. 7 pieces. That's really good for 15 runs. I'll take that. That's not how it normally goes. But there you go. That is how you farm the Gear 12 pieces. You do all of your hard farms, and then you take whatever's left over, everything that's left over. I'll probably have another 100 energy or so show up between now and reset, because I have one more refresh that's going to give me 45 energy, plus the slow trickle energy that we're going to get. And that'll go towards this piece of gear as well. So let's say a little over 200 energy per day goes toward farming this piece of gear, and the rest of my energy goes toward farming characters. Now, if you find yourself at an imbalance, you've got tons and tons of characters, but you don't have enough gear, maybe lower it from 5 hard farms down to 4 or 3, giving you more energy to throw at the gear. This game is all about adjusting and finding a balance as you go through the game. Let's go ahead and do our Cantina farms. Just farming. We have enough of that right now. We're going to go after the green one here. Okay, now let's catch up on the chat here quickly. I keep falling too far behind. Intimidation says, yeah, those left side gold pieces come a lot in the raids, so farm those right side first. Yeah, good point. The raids give you that more than the right hand side. Raphael is talking to Ollie. Awesome. Arcade Insert Coin says, hello, thank you very much for the tips. You're welcome. I hope they are helpful. Dom says, I never have enough Shock Prod Kyrotech, but I have 1 trillion of the Kyrotech battle computers. Yeah, I've experienced the same thing. I'm not sure why. I guess you just need fewer of the battle computers. The fleet challenges are a pain beyond suffering. The Fleet Galactic Challenge. Yeah, well, if you have a good fleet, they're not. I've got a buddy at work who's got a 5-star Malevolence. He maxed out that challenge. The only thing that's keeping him from getting the max crate is he doesn't have the 3 resistance ships. But a good fleet can really take some of the pain out of those galactic challenges. DOG says, I don't know if it's something you set differently or maybe just the proximity of the nicer mic, but your voice audio is a bit harsh on the earbuds today. Interesting. Thank you for that feedback. I didn't want to throw you off in the midst of the gear explanation. It was excellent. Thank you. Well, let's see. Is it loud or is it I guess I'm just too excited. Let me see if I can turn the volume down a little bit. Is it too loud or is it like abrasive? Let's see here. Can we turn this down a bit? Let's try that right there. See if that makes a difference. All right, so we're going to carry on. Thank you for not catching me off guard in the middle of my explanation. I hope that it was helpful, and thank you for that feedback because I do not want to blow you guys away. Dom says, do admit it's a bit louder today. Oh gosh. Coleman Traver, sorry guys. The game just forced me to 8 hard farms a day because of Jedi Knight Anakin being removed from Cantina. I saw that. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Because Cantina farm characters are so easy to get compared to the hard farms. That definitely sucks. Dioge says, yeah, loud. Brian says, stupid resistance ship. Yeah, try messing with the gain. All right, let's see here. All right, let's do some mic testing. You guys can help me out. I'm not going to change the volume of my voice because I get excited and I talk loud, so I want to make sure that I have the settings set appropriately. A little loud if you have a sound bar. Glue's back, now much better. Okay, so you guys are saying that the gain and the volume change helped, and I'm not blowing you out of the water right now. Please give me more feedback, you guys, because I want these to be not painful. I do not want to cause you guys pain. Okay, much better now. Excellent. So let's see what's in here. Let's see what is in here. Grand Arena, Squad Arena, now. Nice, nice. Let's check fleets because I've been jabber-jawing about Gear 12, Gear 4 a bit. Fleet number 1. I love it. I love it. We actually did our climb a little early today, and it looks like it has worked out for us. So we'll come back to that and make sure that we're still at number 1. Raphael says there's a great variety of resistant ships to choose from. It's not like there's only 3 or something. Oh, that sucks, you guys. It does suck. It does suck. Okay, so the fleet battles. Let's go ahead and continue spending our energy here. We are, look at this. I saved this for you guys. You guys have to hope with me. We're at 98 out of 100. Once we get Shaak Ti to 7 stars, then we will be able to start using her in the heroic Sith raid, which should hopefully up our number and get a more reliable top 10. All right, so here we go. We have 2 shots, which means we have each one of these has a chance to give us the shards we need. Each time we hit the shards, it's going to be double shards. So here we go, you guys. You ready? Tim Gibbons is in the chat. Says sounds good. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, my friend. Okay, here we go, you guys. Come on, come on, Shaak Ti. Yes! We got her. We got her. Let's go 7-star that bad boy. Now we can use her in the Sith raid. Let's go ahead and do this real quick before we do. We got to be getting close on Roger. Oh, we're done with Roger too. Oh, wow. I didn't even know. So B1's going to 7 stars. I don't usually take characters right to 7 stars when I get their shards done. Shaak Ti I'm definitely doing, and B1 because I'm just excited. All right, Emphas Nest. That means we finished up 2 fleet farms in the same day. Nest is a ways to go. Yeah, Nest is a long ways to go. And Mando, we just started. So that means, I believe, I haven't checked my farming plan, but based on what I remember, my farming plan, we are going to be picking up Jolie and Salbar as the 2 next fleet farms in preparation for a future Jedi Knight Revan, which I'm super excited about. Shaak Ti, just 2. Yeah, we got it, Glue. You're right. Grandmaster Broda says, get good. Grats, nice. Thanks for the celebration, you guys. Okay, so now we have 200 fleet energy left over for farming. We won't get much more fleet energy because the next refresh we have doesn't include fleet, but we're putting this towards Fives' gear. Fives has got a piece of gear right here that needs fleet energy. Trying to get that Fives up for the same reason we are going after the Sith raid, and a powerful Fives is going to be really good for our team once he sacrifices. We are going to try to get him up to the relics and leave the other guys probably at like gear 9, gear 10, and hope for the best. Hope for the best. All right, let's get this Shaak Ti to 7 stars. Where's she at? Where's our girl? Where is our girl? I think I might have missed her already. Surely she's below Hera, you guys. She's below Hera. We got to fix that. We have got to fix that. 7-star Shaak. Now, I want to put these pieces of gear on. This one I'm comfortable putting on, believe it or not. This one here, I can't put this on right now because this is what Anakin needs to get to his relic, and I don't want to slow him down any more than I already have. Is Fives the character spotlight? Fives is the character spotlight. You're absolutely right. Grandmaster Broda, I just finished Nest, Mando, and Roger. Shaak will be done in a few days. Wow, cool. So we're farming like the same stuff. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So that is our energy, and we did the shops already. We still need to farm mods. We are kind of at our limit with mods. We farmed and sold and farmed and sold and processed and sold. And we're at the point now where we have to do some slicing to see if what we're still hanging on to has any potential or not. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. We've actually got ourselves in a situation where we have a lot of mods that are locked. Let's unclick that. We've got a lot of mods. In fact, all the mods that we have right now are locked. They are locked because I've decided that they have potential. We've got a few mods that we haven't processed. I've decided that they have potential, and most of our potential is in our green, mostly in our green, as you guys can see, are mostly in our green and our white mods, or gray mods. So what we're going to do is we're going to slice these gray mods one time, and if they don't hit like we want, we'll probably sell them. And the green mods here, we're going to slice them to blue, and if they don't hit like we want, we sell them. But just as an example, let's just pick a random mod here. This one is a potency mod. It's got speed on it. It's only 4, and it's already green, and it didn't hit speed, but it did hit percent offense. And percent offense is a fantastic stat. So even though this has flat offense and defense on it, I'm gonna slice this mod at least one more time. And if it hits speed, or even if it hits percent offense again, I'm gonna be keeping it. Here's another example. Here's a tenacity mod with tenacity and speed. It hit, unfortunately, flat offense. Not that that's bad, but on tenacity, I wanted to hit either tenacity or speed. So I'm gonna give it one more chance. If it doesn't hit like we want, it's probably out of here. So we have to process some of these mods in order to decide if we're keeping them or not. And right now, we just are farming slicing materials for that reason. DOG says 11 million on a best us and 6-star Shaak. Well, DOG, I couldn't even use Shaak in the raid because she was 6 stars. Let me show you the squad, DOG. Let's go ahead and make the squad. We've been needing to fix this for a while. This is the squad I use. Let's do this. Let's create a new tab. New tab. We're gonna call this raids. Raids. This is the team that I used. It was over 10 million with this. That's not right. Create new squad. So we started off with the Rex lead. Rex, Fives, Arc, Echo. Now you guys see we got 10, 11, 10, and 8. Bad gear. It does bonkers damage. And then we threw in Thrawn. Even gear 10 Thrawn. Thrawn fractures, and he also gives turns to Rex so that Rex can do more executes. Fives, even at gear 11, he sacrificed and gave us enough stats to hang around for a while. And this team, believe it or not, we got over 10 million in phase 1. I don't know, we're going to call this 10 million strong. I don't know if that will let me do that. But that's you wouldn't think that team would get 10 million in phase 1, but it does. It does work, and it's got all kinds of opportunity. The biggest opportunity is the higher we put Fives. Once he sacrifices, he's going to give them a ton more stats. The OG says, you about to slice 250 gray mods? No, I don't want to do that tonight. Perhaps we will wait until the Grand Arena season is over and then do some slicing, because that'll give me some time to stock up some slicing materials. I don't know if that sounds interesting to you guys. Perhaps we can do that together. To me, I don't want to give up. This is bad. This is why I have so many mods. But if a mod has potential, I don't want to give up on it until it's blue. Once it's blue, that's when it starts getting very expensive to slice. And I'll either just keep it and put it on a character at blue, or I will decide if I want to slice it up higher after that. Dom says, I'm stuck with 99 out of 100 for Treya with 1 or 2 more days until my guild does the Sith raid again. Hang in there, my friend. Hang in there, Dom. It'll be great once you get her, I promise. I promise. Coleman Traver says, still haven't checked the guild store for hollows. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I like to buy these out of the guild store, the hollows, and the Mark III Carbantes. Those are the other thing I buy out of here. We're going for Dengar right now. Dengar shows up right here. He's the character we're going for in the guild store right now. Dioji says, upgrading those last few levels is so expensive. We get another credit heist coming soon. Absolutely. Yeah, they're not even level 85, you guys. They're not even level 85. I don't know, but all the raid characters I've brought to 7 stars were 99 out of 100 before I managed to do it. Yeah, well, there's something to that. They must have the math worked out just so for that. But while we're talking about Fives, what do you guys say we just jump into this character spotlight for Fives right now? He is one of the 2 key pieces to the reason why that team does so much damage. I've passed him. And in order for it to do good damage, you have to have, oh, I got him marked here. It was right at the top. You have to have this tactical awareness Zeta. Let's talk about this because many of you already know this, but this is what makes Fives like a ticking time bomb on the clones team. Fives can't be revived. When another 501st Clone Trooper ally would be defeated while Fives is active, they recover 100% health, and Fives is defeated at the end of that turn. If Fives is defeated this way, 501st Clone Trooper allies gain, check this out, his max health, max protection, speed, and offense, in addition to their own, until the end of the battle. This is what makes him so deadly on the team. It's not even that when he's alive he's so deadly, although he does do some good damage. But if you kill somebody other than Fives, kill a clone other than Fives, Fives sacrifices, and he gives all of the 501st Clone Troopers his max health, protection, speed, and offense. So that means that we're just going to go ahead and talk about modding real quick. He is a tank, right? So you think I want to mod him for tanky reasons, but it depends on how you're using him. In our case, we're going to be using Fives intentionally, getting him to sacrifice. If we use him in the raids, we want him to sacrifice so that he will give the stats to the other clones. If we take him on offense in Grand Arena, we want him to sacrifice so that we can turn these baby clones into something special. But if you actually want to put him on defense, you don't want to mod him for the sacrifice because people know to kill Fives first. So if you're taking Fives into the raids, or if you're taking Fives on offense, you want to mod him for speed and offense. He gives everybody his max health and protection, which is nice, but you guys know this game is all about speed, and offense is a nice bonus. So we do not have him modded well. Perhaps we should mod him together with you guys. Maybe that would be fun. Coleman Traver says, what is the reasoning behind going for Dengar? It is my eventual desire to get the Executor. It is another character that I can use in the dark side GOTB with the bounty hunters that I feel good about taking up to high relic level. IG, I just don't feel good about taking IG 88 up to relics. Cad Bane has to be relic 5 for one of the GLs, but that's kind of a little bit further away from my radar. And Dengar works so well under the Bosk lead with those thermals that he throws out. He just does tons of healing for the team. So yeah, dark side GOTB and eventual Executor farm. Those are the reasons why, Coleman. Dioji says, good guy Fives. Indeed. Dom, the reasoning for Dengar is that he's made of toilet paper and is therefore unstoppable since no one likes toilet paper. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, he's got the toilet paper turban on his head. Okay. Let's remod Fives together. What do you say, guys? What do you say? We want him to have some speed. Now, I modded him. Almost one of the first characters that I modded, so I am sure that these mods are garbage. And remember, I'm modding him so that he sacrifices a lot of stats for the characters. If you mod him to put him on defense, you actually want to mod him like a tank with lots of defense and lots of protection. But if you mod him for the sacrifice, you want to focus on stats that he will sacrifice. Dioji says, he's a Chewy Journey ace. Did you get that 7-star yet? No, I believe that we're ready to do it, but I'm going to wait till a non-Grand Arena stream so that we have some time to get into it and mess around with it. Bimgus says, just got another 5 in Fleet Arena. Nice, Bimgus! Glue says, are you doing GAC? I absolutely am. We'll be doing the GAC after the 5's character spotlight. Okay, the arrow. We're going for speed. We already have a speed arrow here. I would love to put offense and, I don't know, health? Because health is something that transfers. Offense will transfer and health will transfer, but speed might be another option. I just have no good speed mods. I've got no good speed mods, so I'm not even going to mess with it. I probably have no good offense mods either. Let's see what we have here. We want it to be a speed primary. So we know how we want to mod him. We want to mod him for the sacrifice. So we want offense and speed. We have an offense mod here that's got crit chance, offense, and health. Okay, so the offense would transfer. The health would transfer. Crit chance, offense, flat offense right here. Okay. Defense and protection. The protection would transfer, but the crit chance would. We're just looking for stats that would transfer, you guys. Long story short. I feel like I have more health mods than offense, so I want to use offense when I can. A little bit of offense. Percent offense. I'm feeling this one, so let's upgrade this one. We're going to upgrade that. Assign it. So here is an example where if you have a character that you want to do a lot of damage, you want to put a crit damage triangle on him. But in this case, we just want him to have a lot of offense so that he can pass that on, preferably with speed in the secondary. So let's see if anything pops up. All right, we have 3 speed here with an offense primary. 4 speed here with an offense primary. This has got health and health. Both of these would transfer. What do we have here? 4 speed. Yikes! I do not have a lot of speed on my triangles. Let's do a little slicing just to see if we get lucky. I'm keeping these mods regardless because it's offense primary with speed. But let's see if we get a little lucky. Ooh, we got 6 speed. That's as lucky as you can get. All right, let's do it again. Come on. Oh, okay, it's 3, but it's another speed. All right, we're not going to push our luck. We're going to leave it at that. We are going to leave it at that. There. Okay. Offense with speed. Offense with speed. I would like more speed for sure. Let's see if we take the offense primary off and just leave the speed in the secondaries. We're going to sort it by speed so that we can get the fastest ones coming up. What do we have here? 9 speed here. That's pretty abysmal. It's potency, which is actually not bad for 5s. We'll talk about that in a minute. Potency with offense and speed. So that's 9 speed. This is 9 speed. Not many of these stats transfer. This is offense and speed with protection. A defense primary. Here's speed, offense with a health primary. I like this one because the speed will transfer, the offense will transfer, and the health will transfer. I like this one. So we're going to do this and put this on him. So far we have 2 offense and 1 health. Dom says, it's surprising the CG has done so many Cantina farms recently, but there's bound to be a fleet farm soon. That is true. DOG says, push your luck. All right, let's push our luck. Why not? Let's push our luck. Oh, gosh, guys, what is happening? What is happening right now? Another speed hit. Let's do it. Okay, well, hey, a health hit. That's not a bad thing at all. That is not a bad thing at all. We cannot slice it right now because he's not gear 12, but you better believe that's doggone it. That's a good mod. I mean, 4 hits in speed to only get 17 is not that great, but it's 17 speed, you guys. It is 17 speed. Fantastic. Okay. Let's just continue that trend. We're going to only put speed in the secondary. Let's see what we have here. 10 speed here with health and protection. I like this one. We're not even gonna mess with this. Let's go ahead and let's throw a slice on it. What do you say? These are all good stats. What's gonna happen here? Throw a slice at it. Offense. Okay, we're not gonna mess with that anymore right now, but that's definitely worth slicing more. We're going to assign that. So he's getting a little faster, and he's gonna be doing more damage once we get the offense set. Here we've got a speed mod, but we're not looking for speed mods. What do we have here? Speed, 9 speed, 7 speed with offense and a little bit of health, 5 speed, and what is this? This is 12 speed. But none of these other stats transfer. So I don't know if we should use a health or an offense here. Let's do the top one and see what we have. 10 speed here. The highest offense is 8 speed. 5 speed. All right, so this is 10 and this is 8. Here we have 12 and 9. So it would be better to use this mod here because this gives us the 12. And then this mod will do the offense because this gives us 8. That's got a little bit of offense, a little bit of health, and a little bit of speed. And there we go. We've got our 5s modded for the Sith raid and for the sacrifice. And as we gear him up and slice his mods up to a higher level, he will just get better. DOG says, boom, percent health is not a miss. You're right. Johnny Ramirez says, nice. All right, so that got our 5s. Even with some decent slicing, he's still only 200 speed. But that 200 will be an extra 200 speed to all the clones. All right, so let's talk about his leadership ability briefly, because this is actually a pretty good leadership ability in galactic challenges. Anytime you have a galactic challenge clone trooper bonus, it requires them to get buffs and then lose them, I think, or maybe just get the buffs. But this protection over time counts. Clone trooper allies have extra defense. All other allies have half that amount. 501st allies gain protection over time for 2 turns whenever they're critically hit. So let's try his leadership in the Galactic War. I tried to find a somewhat difficult Galactic War battle, but I don't think it's going to qualify. I do not think it's going to qualify. I climbed up to, I think that's battle number 10. Clone troopers. So we're going to put our boy 5s in the lead. So all of our guys are going to have extra defense, and they're going to get protection over time whenever they get critically hit. Let's give it a shot. Now, if you guys notice, there's 2 of 5's abilities that I do not have maxed out. One of them is a Zeta, and one of them is an Omega. I have not neglected to max them out because they're bad abilities. The Zeta is actually good. Let's see, let's leave the heavy hitters so that we can get some damage done here. We have 5s, let's talk about him. He's only got 2 active abilities. The first one is when he calls an assist. Now, this is one of the abilities that I do not have maxed out, and the reason is because he will taunt when he uses this ability if nobody else on the team is taunting once you max it out. And that is good if you want him to take the hits, but in most cases you don't want 5s to take the hits. You want other people to take the hits so that they can die and then he will sacrifice. So somebody out there may tell me that it's better for him to be able to taunt, and if you can convince me of that, I will definitely listen. But at this point, since I haven't decided if I want to do it or not, I'm going to leave that ability not maxed out so that he can call this assist without taunting. Let's see what the assist does. It deals physical damage to the target enemy, calls the target ally to assist. If the assisting ally is a clone trooper or 501st, both attackers deal 35% more damage. So let's call Arc to assist. So that's a little extra damage for both of them. Let's go ahead and get Dooku out of here. I definitely want to kill this guy. We're going to give the turret to 5s. Just because everything's coming up 5s today. Marie Mirko, slice 5's arrow. It's an E, so it's a free slice. We'll see what we get. That's a good idea. I'm going to want his mods to 6 dot anyway because he's got a good ship, and the more stats he gets, the more he shares. Okay, so on his basic, he deals physical damage to the target enemy and inflicts speed down for 2 turns. If the enemy was already inflicted with speed down, attack again. So let's try putting speed down on Vader. Okay, we got the speed down. Now we'll come back around to that and see if we can get 2 hits with 5s. Okay, so 5s got a speed down over here too. So then let's go after Boba Fett. So 5's early game is actually, whoops, I meant to attack Vader with that. 5's early game is actually really annoying because he counterattacks like crazy, and he can double tap you. So he's got speed down. Now he's gonna double tap because they've got speed down. And actually the turret assists twice. This is something that Night Snipe told me about. I didn't believe it, but it's true. The turret assists twice if you put the turret on 5s. So if you're planning on a 5 sticking around, you want to put the turret on 5s. Oh, we're almost to a sacrifice, you guys. If we get the sacrifice, then the 5s' spotlight is over. But that is kind of what we're trying to do, is get the sacrifice. All right, we're going to keep the turret on 5s. Just a basic. And can we get the finish off with the 5s basic? Yes, we finished him off. Bubby says him taunting is only important if you use him with gas, as he can't go below 100% health with gas. Okay, that makes sense. So in that case, you would want him taunting. But then the thing is, if gas is taunting, 5s will not taunt, because 5s will only taunt if nobody else is taunting. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at that. Merle's Wizard says, hello, hello, sir. What's up, Merle's Wizard? How you doing, my friend? All right, 5s. Let's look at the ability in question, Cover Fire. At the end of his turn, if no allies are taunting, 5s taunts for 2 turns. And with gas, if gas is standing, he is taunting. Am I wrong? I think that he's taunting, which means that 5s will not taunt. But then if gas sits down, he's not taunting anymore. 5s will taunt, and that's actually what you don't want, right? You don't want them killing 5s first. You want them killing the other guys first. If you do not put the Omega on this ability, he loses no damage. He still gets his maximum damage from this tier, but he just won't taunt. The big downside then would be the ship. The ship is a little less powerful because you don't have this Omega on. So I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. I just want to make sure you guys are aware. There are a lot of people that say do not max out this ability. All right, so the Domino Squad, let's take a look at this. 5s has 85% counter chance, which is fantastic. If Echo is present, 5s has 100% defense when taunting, or deals 100% more damage when not taunting. So he has a specific Echo synergy. And this is 5s doing more damage when he is not taunting if Echo is present. So this might be another reason to not put that ability on. But it is also a reason to put the ability on, because if he's taunting, he becomes very difficult to kill. Very difficult to kill because he has 100% more defense if Echo is present. And if Echo is not present, that means that Echo was killed and 5 should have sacrificed anyway. So you always want to run him with Echo. Let's do a little test. Let's put him in there with Echo. Does 5s give his stats to gas? He does not. He does not. Let's take a look at that just to be clear, just to be sure. This tactical awareness. The 5s is defeated this way. 501st Clone Trooper allies gain his stats. So it has to be 501st Clone Troopers. And if we look, the only people that qualify for the 501st and the Clone Trooper tag are 5s, Rex, Arc, and Echo. Gas is 501st, but he's not a Clone Trooper. Ahsoka is 501st, but she's not a Clone Trooper. So these two will not get the stats from 5s. Only these 3. And so that kind of makes you think, well, if there's only 3 characters that are benefiting, is that really that big of a deal? It is. It's basically taking 5s, taking 4 characters, so you have 5s and then the 3 other clones, and if 5 sacrifices, then you have 6 characters, because you have all of these characters are now doubled because they have 5s as stats. Or in our case, when we get 5s to Relic and these guys are still looking like they're looking, they're going to be like tripled, quadrupled. It's going to be a multiplier effect on these baby clones. So yeah, Gas does not get the stats, DOG, nor does Ahsoka in that situation. So let's do a little test. We may lose this. We may lose this because we're just doing a 2-man, and if we lose 5s before we can back out, then the Galactic War anyway testing is over. But this is going to show the synergy between 5s and Echo. And if Echo gets killed, then we can just back out and undo it here. So we're going to... Let's just do the basic, get the speed down over there. Let's dispel. So right now, because Echo is present, 5s is doing 100% more damage. Let's see if we can get this scallywag out of here. Whoops, I forgot about the taunt with Baze. Okay, we're about to get the sacrifice. So there goes 5s. Because Echo was still alive, because Echo was killed and 5s were still alive, 5s gave all of his stats to Echo, specifically health protection, offense, and speed. Now, we are going to back out because I don't want to lose 5s yet, but this just shows that sacrifice at work. You see, he took a bunch more hits. Even though he's gear 8, I think he was, he took a bunch more hits after the sacrifice, and he now, if we're not scared, we could play a little longer and show that he's got a good bit of speed compared to these other scallywags as well. But let's go ahead and back out of this, and I'm going to show you guys the team that I think should really be used with the clones. I really think, unless you have gas, I think it should be Shaak Ti lead. The Shaak Ti lead gives a lot of great bonuses to the clones, and she can help you make sure that the sacrifice goes the right way. So let's put 5s in there, and then Arc, and then Echo. So Shaak Ti, DOG says run away. Do a little test, do a little dance. Yeah, they're almost all gear 11. They're not babies anymore. Maybe toddler clones. Well, to me, anything that's purple gear is babies. Maybe that's not the right way to look at it, but to me, this is a game of Relic 5s. That's what it is. It's a game of Relic 5s, and anything less than Relic is on the way to Relic. But there's a lot of characters that can do really good work at gear 11. But they're still babies, man. I mean, their health and protection is so small. Adam says, man, Monmothma with Kyle stopped my full clear on my opponent, the only team he has left. Oh my gosh, I have never fought Monmothma with Kyle Katarn, but it looks nasty. It looks nasty. Okay, now here's a situation where we have Shaak Ti. Shaak Ti has this ability right here, where if they're a clone trooper, let's see here, Shaak Ti and the target ally, even if they're not a clone trooper, Shaak Ti and the target ally recover 35% of their health and protection. So you can either use this to keep the team alive, or you can try to use this to make sure that 5 stays alive, because maybe they start going after 5s and you're like, oh no, they're gonna kill the guy that I need to not die, because we want him to sacrifice, so we want somebody else to die. So we're just gonna do a basic and dispel, get some offense up, and let's try to remove a little turn meter from Chirrut, and I guess let's go after Baze. Baze is gonna taunt anyway. All right, we're gonna call Arc to assist. Do a little extra damage. We're gonna dispel all that shenanigans. All right, so now we kind of got 2 opportunities here. We've got Echo could die and Rex could die. We do not want to heal either of them because we want them to die so we can trigger the sacrifice. I don't think this team is gonna get it done though, but we'll see. There comes a counterattack from 5s. Now let's take a look at this. Critical damage. We're not trying to heal anybody, but we do want to heal Shaak because she's getting a little low. So we're just gonna top 5s off to make sure that he's not the one that dies. All right, let's we don't want to give turn meter because we do want to get the sacrifice. Let's kill him because he'll come back. We can put a little damage over here. Come on, kill off Rex, you guys. You know you want to. You know you want to. Oh, so close. So close. Just a basic over here. I don't think they're going to do it. But if we go into the next fight with Rex really wounded, then it's possible that he'll get killed off here. Oh, there it goes. There was a sacrifice. So he healed a bunch, and he got all of Fives' protection, so that actually healed his protection some. Now that... well, Fives is gone. So the Fives testing is gone. Whoops. But once he makes the sacrifice, then Shaak Ti can use her heal, and she still heals 35%, which means that the clones will heal up way more than they were healing before. Dom says there will be a lot more Monmothma Kyle team since he is a Cantina farm. Indeed, indeed. Well, we lost our Fives, so we're gonna leave it at that for the Fives character spotlight. But you either mod him for the sacrifice or you mod him to stay alive. He's got one of the highest defense stats of any character in the whole game, which means that defense mods have a really big bang for their buck on Fives. If you're trying to keep Fives alive, you want to mod him with defense mods with a lot of protection on them. And then there's a whole nother way to mod him. If you're modding him for the cam mission, you want to mod him a whole different way. I think you want to mod him with a lot of health and then obviously some speed. But I'm not going to speak about things that I don't understand, so I'm not going to talk about how to mod Fives for that. But Fives is one of those characters that you might have multiple mod loadouts for him because he's very versatile to fill a role in several different situations. If you run him with gas and you put him on defense, you want him hard to kill. If you run him with the clones, gas or Shaak Ti, you run him on offense, you want him to be relatively fast and hitting hard so that those stats go to your clones. So just mod him however you're going to use him. This Zeta right here, tactical awareness, is a must for him to sacrifice. It requires a Zeta for that to work, and it will transform your team when you get it. This Zeta right here, he gains 15% turn meter whenever another clone trooper or 501st ally takes damage. Well, you know who's 501st is Gas, and Gas is taunting when Gas is around, when he's standing up. So 5 is going to gain a bunch of turn meter from everybody taking damage. This is definitely a good Zeta, especially if you run him with gas. I'm not going to be putting it on tonight, but I will be putting it on at some point. And just one more quick reminder, this may or may not be an Omega that you want to upgrade. Now let's see if we can take this Fives into Grand Arena and see if we can do some damage here. Dom says, I wonder if Mara will be hard node or fleet because it's unlikely, like basically impossible, for CG to do a 4th Cantina farm in a row. Who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, they seem to like those Cantina farms. If you're talking about a character on a single shard drop, the only way to get them fast is to put them on a Cantina node. And that might be the idea. They might be trying to get the characters into the hands of the people so that they can have a chance to get them and play with them. I kind of think it's a generous thing whenever CG puts new characters on Cantina nodes, because it's kind of like, here, if you guys want to get it, go get it, you know? A single shard drop on a hard node is like 7 or 8 months of farming. Nobody wants to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Well, let's check our opponent's defenses that they've set for us here. I'm seeing Bosk and I'm seeing Ewoks. Oh, he's got the Zeta showing, which means he should have the Omicron. Let's see, has he got the Omicron? Look at all the Zetas on this Ewok team. My goodness, he does. He's got the Omicron. Yes, he does. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And Bosk has his Zeta. Which Zeta does Bosk have? He's got the lead. He has got the lead Zeta. I'm not seeing the Mandalorian, which I'm very thankful for. I am very thankful for. But we are seeing some Gear 12, so that is potentially dangerous. The Cantina conflicts with relic farms, though. It does. But here's the thing. It always does, right? You can either farm relic materials or you can farm a new character for the Cantina. If a new character comes out, like Kyle Katarn or Mara Jade, and you have this ocean come over you that says, I have to have this character. I have to have him, and I have to have him as soon as possible. You want them to show up in Cantina, because then you can get them. You can get them quickly, even as a single shard drop. If you say to yourself, I want to get this character eventually someday, then that really disrupts your relic farming at that point, because you're like, well, I could basically farm relic materials until the end of time and still not have enough. So any character that goes into the cantina becomes, oh my gosh, it's going to be so hard to get it. So I see your point. I see your point about that. But there's every character in the cantina, you can make the same argument. I mean, you got to get characters out of the cantina, and there's got to be some kind of balance between relic farming and character farming. For myself, what I like to do is I like to say I want to have a baseline of relic materials. I used to have a smaller goal, but my current goal is I want to have 100 blue, I want to have 200 green, and I want to have 400 of the gray materials. And so if I reach that baseline, then I will stop farming relic materials and go after the next character. And I'll probably farm that character until they're 7 stars and then go back to farming relic materials. So if you set up something similar for yourself, you know, we just talked about at the beginning of the stream how hard it is to get gear 12. You're probably not sitting on a bunch of relic 0 characters with 0 relic materials. You're probably sitting on a bunch of gear 12 characters that are slowly working their way up to relics. So if you keep a stockpile of the relic materials, cut it off at a certain point, and then say I'm going to farm characters, you can find a balance there. Coleman Traber says it's especially because the new characters are needed for Starkiller, who needs relics on his requirements. I see your point. But you know, if you expect to get Starkiller early, then you're going to have to pay for him. And if you're planning to pay for him, you can buy the character shards with crystals, right? And then that doesn't interrupt your... I mean, it's bad for free-to-play, but free-to-play players, we just don't get the new things. We just don't, you know? When a new thing comes, we're like, ooh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see somebody else play with it. I'll get it in a year and a half, 2 years from now. That's just the perspective that free-to-play players have to have. But the good news is there are tons of amazing teams that are in the game right now that are double drops, double shard drops. And so there's tons of things to choose from. At that point, you just take the new characters and you put them into your farming plan 1 year from now, so that whenever they hit double drops, then you can work them into your plan. And at that point, you have time to kind of balance out your relic farming priorities at that point. But anyway, let's take a look at this Grand Arena. I am not super intimidated by what I'm seeing on the front wall. Thrawn Yoroto has a deep roster, but he does not have a lot of super high level characters. Let's take a look at his roster real quick. I keep bouncing around, I apologize. So he's ranked 7 in fleet, which means one of two things. It either means that he really knows how to use this rebel fleet, or he's a relatively new account and a relatively new shard. I'm not sure which one it is. It looks like he's got a lot of Zetas. Which leads me to believe that he probably knows what he's doing with that fleet. But see, he has 0 relics. 0 relics here, but he's got a lot of depth. 2 million galactic power. If he's that low of a galactic power, he's still like 500,000 higher than we are. But if he's this low of galactic power, he must be good at Grand Arena. So we have to be careful. We have to watch out for this guy. So just looking at his roster, he definitely has some options to take out my Geos, but I thought that my Geos would probably be my best bet to maybe hold him. So I put my Geos on defense and basically nothing else. I put my Geos on defense, I put my good fleet on defense, but he could probably get through my good fleet with his fleet. But I mean, I have garbage on the rest of my defense. We have utter garbage right here, as you guys know. There are my Geos. Let's hope that they hold. Here's my Newt team. It is not good, and my Creepus team is so bad. Those are just like, I have to put something down, so I'm going to put something down. But I've got most of my Gear 11, Gear 12 teams for offense. So let's break this down. We always want to go after this zone first. Let's look at the speeds on these Ewoks. I'm not sure which one of these teams is more dangerous, but I'm thinking it might be the Ewoks. How fast? Oh gosh, you guys, he's got speed on this path blue. Let's see how fast he is. 167, which is actually pretty fast for Paplu. This gets a lot faster. So he's going to get 30 speed from the Omicron, the Chirpa Omicron. So that's going to bring him to 197. And then, as long as he's not taunting, he will have 25% speed. So he's going to be, what is that, 250 speed? So he's actually 250 speed, even though he only shows 167. Wow. Wow. Dom says, just a hunch that apart from Starkiller, they are just putting so much new stuff on Cantina so that the older stuff is taken away from Cantina, so it is therefore harder to farm and may cause spending. Interesting. Interesting. Intimidation. Ha, I love it. If they're a low GP, they must be good at GAC. So true in this new GAC setup. You're right. You're right. I mean, there's no way... Shaman 8169, Dom. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Intimidation, there's no way that they have 2 million GP and are also bad at Grand Arena. So even though these teams... I'm not sure about these teams. They seem to know what they're trying to do. Look at all these Zetas. Alright, so we got to take this team seriously. We have to take this team seriously. I don't know how seriously you have to take it, but I'm thinking maybe Padme? Either Padme or Bounty Hunters right here. Let's look at some of these other speeds. Wicket. Wicket can be fast. 222. He's pretty speedy. Pretty speedy. We had a lot of fun killing this team with our bounty hunters last time, but it had some relics on it. I don't think we need to use that same strategy on this one. How fast is this Bosk? Oh my gosh, he's got some slicing on this. 223. So he knows what he's trying to do. He's just not had a lot of success at it yet. What's the primary here? Protection primary. This is going to be a thick Bosk. It's going to be thick. Alright, Dom says I'm going to hop off. Good luck with the GAC. See you, my friend. See ya. Okay, let's see who we have. We've got our bounty hunters. We've got our Vader. We've got our Padme. We have our Jedi, kind of. I want to say Vader for the North Wall because it's got a bunch of rebels up there. So we have our clones. Let's use our clones. I think it would be a really messy battle. But if we use our clones, then we have a good chance of getting the sacrifice, right? Let's try that. We'll use the clones here. We'll use maybe a bounty hunter mirror match here. And then we'll save Vader for the top and Padme for whatever's on the back. Alright, so let's make our squad. I need to fix this squad, but I'm just going to make it right now. Alright, so with the Ewoks, the main thing to remember is that Elder can revive the team. So he is therefore a high priority target for you when you are attacking them. With the Chief Chirpa Omicron, anytime any of them does a special ability, an Ewok will assist, and that Ewok will then, the assisting Ewok will then get 20% turn meter. So this team has a huge potential to just go and go and go and go and go. So we need to be careful with it. We need to kill Elder relatively early. And besides that, Wicket is the next biggest threat. Wicket is the biggest damage dealer, but Elder's the one that's going to keep the team coming back over and over. So this is going to be bloody. This is going to be nasty. We got to do it, though. You guys ready for this? Here we go. We got a new song playing. Woo! Area 501st. Hey, Padawan. I cannot say, but I thought I would say, hey, hello to you, my friend. All right, so we're going first. That's good. See, Paplu. He's going to go first on their team. All right, let's do it. Turn meter for the team. Let's save the Dispel because we might need it. Let's start going after Elder. We're going to put the turret on Rex. I would put it on 5s because he's about to go next, but I expect him to die with the sacrifice. We want the turret to stick around. Let's call Arc to assist. Just because Arc, believe it or not, is probably my heaviest hitting clone right now. All right, we're going to give Rex 100% turn meter and do a mass assist. There goes Elder. Elder's out. Alright, there's Paplu. Where's Wicket? Here's Wicket. Can we remove a little turn meter? We did. Alright, there goes the taunt. Oh boy, here comes the turn meter train. Alright, we're still in it. We're still in it. We're still in it. Alright, we definitely want to heal some. So we're going to give this to Ark because he is the clone that needs the most healing. If we don't have to get the sacrifice, right? I mean, if we don't get the sacrifice, that would be probably better banners. Let's get the dispel. He dodged it with the foresight. Okay, Shaak is gone. Shaak is gone, and it is about to get nasty. Wow, that chirp is doing some damage. There goes the sacrifice. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, turret dispel. Wicket is in stealth. This will not dispel his stealth because he's got the foresight. See if we can get Chirpa out of here. Yes, Chirpa's gone. Paplu, we got to go for you, my friend. This is going to be nasty banners. But it looks like a W. It looks like a W. All right, let's keep going after Paplu because he's close. And then we're going to go after Wicket. All right, let's take out Wicket. With the aerial advantage. All right, so can we finish him off? We're not gonna. We don't have any banner recovery here, so let's just go ahead and finish him off. 66 banners. We lost 9 banners, but we got through the Chirpa Omicron team. Awesome. All right, bounty hunters. Let's break this team down. Bosk lead. You guys know it. I use it, but let's take a look at it again. Whenever you're fighting bounty hunters, you have to be able to control Bosk's taunt because he's super thick, and if he gets his taunt off and you don't have a way to dispel it, then you could be in big trouble. On the Hunt leadership ability, they have maximum 50% max protection and tenacity. They also gain 100% defense while they're at full health. So as long as they have full health, they're much harder to kill. And then whenever an enemy suffers a debuff or resists, all bounty hunter allies recover health and protection. So this gives this team even extra durability. We've got durability from max protection, durability from being resisting debuffs, durability from extra defense, and then recovering health and protection. And what they have to do to get their contract is they have to damage the weakest enemy 10 times. And once they do, they get plus 50 speed. So basically, we're going to be chasing them. We're going to be competing with them. Can we get our contract before they do? I normally, lately, have been bringing in Wat Tambor, but I kind of feel like it would be fun just to try our low gear bounty hunters, except for Bosk, who's relic. See if our low gear bounty hunters can kill their on average higher gear bounty hunters. Let's see how it goes. I'm pretty sure my Bosk should go first. Let's see. My Bosk is 266 and his Bosk is what? His Bosk. Wow, can you click on it from there? That's nice. 223. So our Bosk will go first. And we're just going to try to get our contract. Bounty Hunter mirror match. You guys ready for this? We have 2 dispels on our team. We have Cad Bane dispel and the Boba Fett dispel. Plus we have a bit of damage, just a bit, and then some debuffs to try to recover our banners. So here we go. The calm before the storm. Alright, when you're using your bounty hunters, you want to start off with Bosk's taunt. Currently, we cannot even attack their weakest, which is pretty smart on their part. I did not think that through. So what do we have to do? We have to pick a new target and make them the weakest by damaging them and reducing their health and protection. So we're picking Cad Bane, because why not? Try to dispel our taunt, but our taunt persists. We need to dispel their taunt. Here we go with Cad Bane dispel. Let's continue to try to go after Cad Bane. We gotta... Ooh, he just got one shot. He just got one shot. That's not good, man. Okay, we're gonna get one hit on the weakest. Cad Bane is fighting back, man. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this will turn him into the weakest. No, it did not. Currently their weakest is exposed, though. Let's take advantage of that. Do damage to him there. Let's take that counterattack off. We have to go after their boss here. Our taunt is holding strong. We have to go after the boss. I should have saved Boba Fett's Dispel. Should have saved it. Oh my gosh, their Boba Fett is wrecking our world, you guys. This is not good at all. Alright, let's keep on doing damage. We got to get our contract. We got to get our contract if we're going to stand a chance. Their Boba Fett is just having his way with us over here. Let's get some healing. After we get our contract, we have got to take away Boba Fett's life. If we take away his life, he can no longer ignore taunt. Wow, you guys. I do not think this was the right decision. I underestimated the Gear 12 Boba Fett. Alright, let's get some healing. We do not have much damage left, and if we... Oh, yeah. That's it. That is it, you guys. That was a... Wow. I underestimated this team big time. Alright, let's see if we can do anything before the timer's over. Let's see if we can do anything. It does not look like it. I think that we better just... we better just call it. We better just back out of this one. So when a battle goes really badly, you didn't see it coming. The best thing to do is to back out. It'll reset everybody's turn meter, reset their health and protection. You will take a loss. You will lose your team, but at least they won't be turn meter loaded for the next time. Joseph Woolno, hey man, how you going? I'm doing great. I just had a terrible battle, but we're not going to let that stop us. Oh man, that Boba Fett, you guys, he just killed my team, one person after the other. Just bam, bam, bam. All right, so we gotta. I guess we gotta use Padme. I guess we gotta use Padme here, guys. Is that what you guys are thinking? I mean, that leaves only 2 teams for the top. I hope he has something really garbage in the back. I hope he has something really garbage in the back. Back out so they aren't preloaded. You're right, Intimidation. You're right. That is what we did. Okay, so we could... Okay, let's just think this through. We could use our Empire, because we could fracture Bosk, and then he can't taunt. That Boba Fett, man, we have got to control that Boba Fett somehow. If we use our Empire here, first of all, it's not a guaranteed win. Second of all, what does that mean we would use up here? Let's look at this Monmothma. This Monmothma has the Kyle Katarn. Oh my gosh. How fast is that Kyle Katarn? He's got 6-star Kyle, so he definitely a spender. 197 speed, but what does he do that gives him more speed? He gains 10% turn meter for each other rebel fighter. So he is going to have 30% extra turn meter. Because he's with Monmothma, who's not a rebel fighter. He doesn't count himself, and these 3 guys are rebel fighters. Wow, he's got the POW Zeta. This is a tough team. I did not pay attention to how tough this team was. I'm super nervous, you guys. I'm super nervous. I underestimated my opponent already. Okay. So, I don't even know if Vader... I don't even think my Vader's going to go first. Because if this guy's got 30% turn meter here, then... And I know this is Hoth Rebel Scout, right? Yeah, it's Hoth Rebel Scout. I feel good about Padme possibly here. Because of all the attacks that have turned, it would be hard for them to kill the Padme team. This team is honestly nothing to sleep on here either. Wow, Coleman Traber says, don't underestimate the Rebel Fighters. They are a very tough team. And this is the best comp. This is the #1 Rebel Fighter comp. Even though they're not all 7 stars, they have the key Zetas. This is. All right, so if we do not underestimate them, that means we need to try Padme here. I just think we're not getting through the South, you guys. I think we're not getting through the South. Let's take a look at our teams again. If we can Vader this, then we can get through the south. What's the speed on my Vader? It's so bad. I hate how bad my Vader speed is. Don't hate me, you guys. What is it? 202. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, but he's going to get a lot of extra speed. So he should go first. So here's what I'm thinking we do. I'm thinking we use Vader here. If we use Vader here, then if we win, then we can try Padme on the south. If we lose, then we have to use Padme here because we have to get to the ships. We have to get to the ships, which I'm not even sure we can clear. This is a bloody grand arena, you guys. Adam says, good luck. I'm mad about the Kyle stopping me. Yeah, well, hopefully we can get some redemption for you. Some people say Cara Dune instead of Biston is better. I know that some people say that. I personally disagree with them, but that is just... they're both fantastic in this role. They're both fantastic in this role. In fact, if it was Cara Dune instead of Biston, I would not probably be considering Vader because of the Cara Dune anti-Empire synergy. All right, so even though I really need to finish the south so that I can see what's on the back wall, we've only really got 3 teams left. And it's Vader, Padme, and our Jedi, which our Jedi are just, they might stand a chance against this other team. They might stand a chance against this other team. I think we need to clear the north so that we can make sure we get 2 ships. But it's one of the best lineups, if not the best. Yeah, this Kyle Katarn, man, I am super, super intimidated. All right, the only way we're going to win with Vader is if they basically don't take a turn. They basically can't take a turn. Now, here, let's talk about this Monmothma team. What makes this Monmothma team so good? This particular comp. Let's look at Hoth Rebel Soldier. Hoth Rebel Soldier, on his basic ability, which is maxed, of course, deal physical damage to the target enemy, 40% chance to gain 25% turn meter for all allies, which means that every time anybody on the Monmothma team attacks and Scout uses his basic, he has a chance to give the whole team 25% turn meter. That's bad. That's bad. Second of all, Pow. Pow with his Zeta, which of course he's got his Zeta. For Papada, whenever a rebel ally uses a basic attack, reduces Pow's cooldowns by 1, and Pow gains 5% turn meter. Well, Mon Mothma's using basic attacks constantly. They're using basic attacks constantly. Ah, man. So Pow's getting a lot of turn meter. And then he just uses this ability right here, which is a non-attack ability. And the way that Mon Mothma's leadership works is anytime anybody uses a non-attack ability, everybody's assists do more damage. Let's take a look at that. Joseph will know, if you use Tarkin lead, then you get extra speed for Vader. Just remember to do Merciless first before the Crush because of the lack of the extra turn. I can't beat this team with Tarkin lead because I need my own turn meter train to combat their turn meter train. If I use Tarkin lead, then I go out first, but I don't get a turn meter train with that. Okay, this is our Rebellion. Where is it? The leader ability. Mon Mothma and Rebel Fighter allies have a 100% chance to assist each other whenever they use an ability during their turn, dealing 90% less damage. So they do way less damage normally. If that ability dealt no damage, the damage penalty is reduced to 45% less damage. So, and that ally dispels all debuffs on the healthiest Rebel ally. So essentially, they double their damage if the person who initiated the attack does an ability that is not an attack. Oh my gosh, you guys. What's up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. 30 Player says, what's up, Padawan? Even Germ says, do you have Mara Jade? If so, the Shocks will do it. I do have Mara Jade, but my Mara Jade is in bad shape. She is gear 7 or gear 6? It is bad. Here she is. Is that gear 7? 3 stars. Level 66. Okay. Alright. So the only way this is going to work is if we can basically control them and keep them from taking a turn. That is what this team is good at. But you can see that they're a fantastic team. Vader, my Vader is slow. Yes, he is slow. Raisman Family says, congrats on 211 sub. Thank you. I didn't know I was at 211. That's awesome. That is awesome. My Vader is slow, 202, but he's going to get 56 extra speed for the people on his own team. And then he's going to get 5 rebels worth of 8 speed, plus 1 Jedi worth of 8 speed. Even Germ says, no, wait. Okay, Even Germ, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it until you say what you're trying to say. Is Kyle Katarn a Jedi and a Rebel? Rebel Fighter, Jedi. Say, I'm going to get 16 speed for Kyle Katarn. I'm going to get 8 speed for each of these other guys. So this is actually another 48 speed. We're going to be putting my Vader from 200 almost up to 300 speed. Use Darth Talon for speed. I do not have Darth Talon. I mean, I got her, but I haven't put any work into her. You have to get her, I think, to gear 7 before the before her unique is available to use. That is a good point. That is a good point. Damn, I've got Rebel Fighters team to beat of my own. Oh my gosh, you guys, this Rebel Fighters team, it's mean. It's mean. All right, so if we get a fracture, we're probably going to fracture Kyle. Let me just look at some of these other speeds and make sure that they're not like crazy super fast. 306 is what we're going to be. 104 for Vader. Okay. 170, she gets plus 50. It's actually pretty fast for Monmothma. It's hard to get speed on her. And we have not looked at Biston. Biston can be fast. Biston can be fast. 205. This. Okay. Merciless Massacre. Ability blocks around the field, especially on Kyle Katarn. We actually don't want to ability block Hoth Rebel Scout because we don't want him using it as basic. We want to Force Crush, and then we want to throw the Saber. So when we throw Darth Vader's Saber, even though we won't do much damage, we will give our team turn meter because it will count for Emperor Palpatine's lead Zeta. Yeah, it is maxed. I do have it maxed out. Okay. You guys ready for this? Vader should go first. If I've done my math wrong and Kyle goes first, we're screwed. We are screwed. Gonna be like 288 effective speed to start. All right, intimidation. Everybody. Even Germ says there's another option, but it's too late. I've already done it. Okay, oh my gosh, look at Kyle. Oh my gosh. Okay, Force Crush. Okay, speed down. That's good. Here we go. Let's start by getting an ability block here. The song changed just in time. I can't attack her, so I only get 4 shots here. Let's get an ability block here. Let's get an ability block here. I'm gonna throw here. This should give my team some turn meter. That's not enough turn meter for the team. Everybody hold on to your butts. I don't want an ability block here. Let's go here. Okay, good. We're still up and running. Take turn meter away. Yes. Let's fracture Kyle. Nope. We're gonna give the turn to Mara. Give the turn to Mara. Mara is gonna open up with her tenacity down. Excellent. Now she's going to shock everybody. Excellent. Now we need Palpatine to come in here and go next. Who is ready to take a turn? I can't attack her right now, but she is staggered, which means if I get Palpatine's AoE, I will hit her stagger and it will take her turn meter. All right, hit the stagger. Okay, we're gonna fracture somebody. I guess we'll just fracture Pal for now. All right, Palpatine hit her stagger. He hit her stagger. Good. So we're back under control here. Let's see if we just finish off Scout. Okay, that's 1 down. Is there anybody who's not shocked? He's not shocked. Put a shock out. All right, let's keep just doing some damage to Kyle. Basic. This is feeling good, you guys. I think we have a chance here. Monmothma is the concern here. Let's throw at Pow. I feel good about this killing him. All right, Merciless. Force Crush. Basic. Yes, we did it. Oh man, that was tense, you guys. That was tense. Even Jervis says, give it tomorrow. You were right. You were right. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. They didn't get a turn, and that's what we needed. That is what we needed. That Mara Jade, man, even at gear 7, those shocks and those staggers. If she hadn't got that stagger, that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty. All right, well. Woohoo! Yes! Okay. All right, so we're still in this. We're still in this. Even though we had that horrible drop. Man, I hate I wasted that team here. I hate that I wasted that team here. All right. What an amazing display. Well, that's Vader and Palpatine for you guys. You guys, I put that Zeta on Palpatine and Vader's no escape. Worth it. Worth it. Even at low gear, not low gear, but gear 11, he's not even relics. He still got the job done. Whew, man, still got the job done. All right, now this team. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at Jyn Erso's lead Zeta, because this is not something that we get to talk about that much. Into the fray. Into the fray. David James says, nice. Thank you, sir. Coleman Traber, I think if they would have taken a turn, you wouldn't have taken a turn. You're right. Bro, I just soloed him on Monmothma with Kylo Ren. Nice. Way to go, Joseph. Good call. Good call with the Kylo solo. All right. Leader ability for Jyn Erso. Rebel allies have extra potency and recover 5% protection whenever they gain a buff. Enemies that suffer debuffs during the Rebel ally's turn have 50% chance to also become exposed. This exposed cannot be resisted. So her leadership ability makes us debuffed. So if we're attacking her, we get debuffed, and then we have a chance to get an exposed. So they have a lot of exposes they can put on the team. She has a revive that she can use. She has a turn meter strip that she can use. She deals physical damage to the target enemy. She removes all of their turn meter, and then she gains that much turn meter and stuns them on a critical hit. So she can be pretty fast. Let's see what her speed is. 221. She can be made pretty fast. Now, these two scallywags are problematic, and obviously Chirrut is problematic. Let's look at this guy. So this team functions off of debuffs. This Rebel team, the more they debuff us, the more exposes they get. This shock grenade right here, it inflicts ability block, defense down, healing immunity, offense down, and speed down. Now, these are not applied to every enemy, but each of these debuffs are applied one time across random enemies for 2 turns. If the primary target is Empire, expose him for 2 turns. If K2SO is present, he's called to assist, and then gain 20% turn meter for each debuffed enemy. So he could easily get 100% turn meter from this ability and then go right into Crippling Shot. Crippling Shot. It takes all the debuffs that are present on the field and it focuses them onto whatever enemy he shoots. It deals special damage for each debuff present on the other enemies. Inflict that debuff on the target for 1 turn. So he can take all the debuffs on the field and he doesn't take them away from anybody else, but he basically copies them onto the target. So it is indeed a crippling shot. This guy taunts a lot. I'm just trying to think this team through here. He taunts a lot, and while he's taunting, he also counterattacks a lot. This Enforcer, whenever he uses an ability, he has a 75% chance to taunt. This taunt is dispelled whenever he takes damage, but then when you hit him, he has a 97.6% counter chance. It's halved while he's debuffed. So we got to get debuffs on this guy. We got to keep buffs off of him if possible. Padme can do it, but it's overkill. It is indeed overkill. And I really want to save my Padme team for the bounty hunters in the south. So that means I know my Jedi can't kill the team in the south, which means I have to try with my Jedi here. He doesn't have bays. That does make the team a lot easier. So we can go right after Chirrut. We need to make sure we keep Jyn Erso under control, though, because she can revive. She can revive. So we're going to bring in our Bastilla team. Oh, if this can even really be called much of a team. We have a Dispel. We've got the clutch ability block and turn meter removal here. We've got another Dispel. We're not going to leave anybody out. We're bringing the whole team. We're going to go after... Who are we going to go after first? Probably Chirrut first, and then Jyn. That's the plan. Chirrut, and then Jyn. You guys, I'm underestimated this defense when I looked at it, but it just turned out to be quite the crazy defense. You also have Watt. I do also have Watt. I could have brought Watt with this team. Okay, we're going to, let's steal some buffs. Why not? Steal some buffs. Oh, take a bunch of counterattacks. Okay. So let's basic. Okay, we're gonna give the buffs to Yoda. He's gonna gain turn meter, and then he's gonna spread the buffs to the team. Okay, good foresight on everybody. Good. Okay, they have a couple of tenacity up, so this is not gonna work for everybody, but hopefully we can make it work on a few, and we did. We did. We're just gonna leave K2 alone. We are going to go after, let's dispel. And let's basic for turn meter. I don't really want to take a bunch of counterattacks again. Now, she can revive, but she's currently ability blocked. Let's take this chance to dispel K2. And just basic for turn meter. Putting damage out there. Okay, there goes his taunt. Let's get a taunt up of our own. I want to dispel him because I want to kill K2 right now. Okay. We cannot gain buffs right now, so let's not try to steal the buffs. Let's just once again use a basic for turn meter. Jyn Erso is about to use up her ability block, and then she can revive. Let's give turn meter to the team. We need to switch focus to Jyn. Ooh. Ability block Jyn. Yes, okay, ability block Jyn. Let's keep going after K2. We got to pick up the speed here. We are running out of time. We are running out of time. All right, so let's steal some buffs and then spread the buffs. All right, we need to get back on Jyn with another ability block or something from Bastilla. Okay, let's take the taunt off. Hopefully stun him. Good. I would love to remove turn meter. Let's try this. We got to try to remove some turn meter. Oh, we just killed her. Okay, that's great. That is really good. All right, let's go after K2. That is really good. Basic. Basic for turn meter. All right, let's give Yoda the buffs. Oh man, you guys, we got really lucky with that kill on Jyn. I don't want to take this team. I don't want you guys to think he's taking this team way too seriously. I'm not trying to. I'm scared of this guy's whole defense right now. 30 player says, what is the significance of his 97.6 counter chance? Seems like an oddly specific number. I believe it becomes 100 when he gets the ability maxed out. I am not certain. Let's take some turn meter away. Excellent. Plus the ability block. Let's spread what we got. Offense up will help kill him. Now this guy can be really annoying. If he has a buff when you kill him, he instantly revives, but he doesn't currently have a buff. And we have dispels to take away his buffs if he gets one. So let's save our dispels. Just basic. He's got to be getting close. Okay, he is buffed. So let's take the buffs away, and that way we can kill him. There we go. He'll just revive if we didn't take the buffs away. Wow, max banners too. Nice. Body temp, yeah, 97.6. It kind of seems like a body temp number. Oh my gosh, you guys. Man, this is intense. This is intense. We don't have anything left for the back wall, whatever it is. It does not become 100, Coleman Traver says. Well, let's take a look. What does it do at max level? There does have to be some kind of significance there. I do not know what it is. I personally am quite a big fan of the Rogue One characters, which is probably why I was so scared of them right there, because I do believe that they have, they've got some juice. All right, so this one, yeah, so it's 24.4, 36.6, 48.8, 61, 73.2, 85.4, and no more. It just stays at 97.6. Interesting. And that's his Zeta right there. Nice job. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Joseph and Johnny both saying nice job. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we're running out of time for our stream, you guys. We still have to do a roster spotlight. Let's go ahead and finish this Grand Arena up. Isn't it something referenced in the movie? I haven't seen it. I just feel like I've heard that somewhere. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Let's do the ships last. We're taking Padme in here. I have relative confidence, but you guys saw what happened last time. This is the only Padme team we have left. The only 5th member is a member that's intended to die in order to get Anakin pissed off. Is there anything we can do to try to kill whatever's on the back wall? I don't feel good about leaving any of these characters out. And none of these characters, except for Anakin, maybe are good enough to build a team around. I am just not sure about this, you guys. If we take Anakin out and try to win with this team, what are the chances we actually get through it? I say we play it safe. We just get through it. We still have Watt, but if we bring Watt in, that breaks up the Galactic Republic synergy. Alright, let's just do it. Padme for the win, hopefully. Even Germ says, my first Grand Arena was C. Nice, so you used C? Was it fun? Tell us about it. Coleman Traber says, it is something from the movie. That makes sense. Okay, let's get some protection up. I'm just going to go right after Bosk. We're just going to go right after him. Oof. Yikes. Alright, mass assist. And he's out. Good. Oh, that's good. Okay, now we're going after this Boba character. My goodness. See if we can get a stun on him. Well, that's one kind of stun. And, oh, she's still alive. Hang in there, girl. No, she gone. She gone, and his bounty hunter's resolve is back. That's alright. It's going to be bloody, but we're going to get the job done. We are going to get the job done. Alright, let's heal up. And let's dispel. This Cad Bane was like really thick. I kept trying to kill him before, and it just wouldn't work. They're all protection. They definitely have this team well modded. Definitely. Just a basic should kill him off. No, it did not. That'll do it. That'll do it. Alright, let's do some damage there. Let's get the stun. Alright, that team is done. 30 player. I recognize that. I believe you're correct, Coleman. K2 says 97.6 chance of failure. Yeah. Not enough damage without Annie. You're right, Adam. You're right. Plus, we didn't have that AoE dispel that we needed. Such an odd thing to put in a kit. It is. Well, we got another 100k credits. Who knows how this Grand Arena is going to turn out? Let's see what's in the back. Unless it's just complete garbage, we don't stand a chance. It's Phoenix. Even Phoenix is going to stand against us with the Sabine Zeta. Wow, this account, you guys. Let's do these fleets, and then we'll throw something at that team. I don't even know if we can beat these fleets. It's a Chimera fleet with quite a bit of power behind it. Quite a bit of power. The threat here is that if it takes you too long to kill this fleet, then he's going to start insta-killing people. And it's going to be really problematic. He's got 4 reinforcements also, which is just bonkers. Alright, we're going to put Ahsoka here. And we're going to bring in our Galactic Republic fleet. The hope here is that they go after Ahsoka first. That ticks Anakin off, and then we get up and rolling. It doesn't matter how thick our Houndstooth is. If he uses his insta-kill, he can kill the Houndstooth regardless. Even Germ says, mate, so many C's lately. Someone in our guild just got it like 10 minutes after me. Wow, cool. Very cool. Alright, we gotta work fast. Yeah, they go after Ahsoka first. That's good. Let's put this on their Bosk, perhaps. Yes, and go ahead and use the big hit. Why not? See if we can get the Bosk out first. Just a basic. We don't want to use Anakin's AoE yet, because Bosk has extra tenacity. Wow, okay, another basic. Bosk has extra tenacity while he's not taunting. Well, that went well. Here we go. Here, we got to go after this Vader next, because these target locks will not go away as long as Vader is with us. But we can get the counterattack. Just a basic. We keep rocking the basic. He does good damage with it. Ahsoka's going to take that taunt right off. And let's keep going after Vader. So far, so good. Let's bring in some damage. I'm not even worried so much about banner recovery as much as I'm just worried about getting through it in a timely manner. If we have time, we will Try to bring in one more reinforcement. All right, so what's happening now is that every time he dodges, we are, every time he dodges, we're giving his capital ship turn meter. If this gets it, okay, good. We got it. It's pretty rough banner. 67, that's not terrible. It is not terrible. We actually got max health and protection on the Houndstooth right at the end, which is great. All right, let's throw something at this back wall team. We're about to get roasted. We're only going to try it one time. If I had kept Anakin, I still don't know if it would have been enough. I still do not know. All right, you guys know we don't have anything here. What do we got? We don't even have a lead, right? We could bring in the Mando so that he has a chance to get his no, he doesn't even have his contract. Daka lead. What does Daka lead do? This gives her health and defense. Let's look down deeper a little bit. What about Dash Rendar lead? He doesn't have a lead yet. Stormtrooper Han lead? He's got level 1. That's at least a leadership ability. But we don't want to bring him. We don't want to bring him. All right, so we're going to go Watt lead, because why not? No, we're going to put Mando in. So at least he has 10 speed. Watt. I'm overthinking it because it's not like we're not going to get anything done. But we're going to try, right? We're going to try. One shot at this. We'll stun Sabine, I guess, because then that'll hold her off from doing her bombs. That Sabine Zeta, you guys, is nasty. But it's not like we're trying. It's not like this is a legitimate attempt here. All right, stun Sabine. We're gonna put the. We'll put the tank tech. Oh, gosh, I don't even know. Put the weapon tech on the only guy that's got any gear on him. We'll put the tank tech on Han Solo. Alright, remove turn meter. And we'll put the med pack on Mando. Alright, let's shred Chopper. Alright, can we stun somebody? Can we stun Hera? No stun. Alright, let's call. We don't call anybody to assist. Yeah, we don't have any damage here, you guys. We gotta take a lot of turns. That's kind of nice. But that's over now. That is over now. Yeah, we got no damage on this team. No damage. Alright, let's just put it on auto and watch it burn. We're just gonna watch ourselves die. Oh. Yeah, there he gets countered to death. Let's see what the chat is saying. Your watt is so fast. Yeah, it's not that fast. I think the Phoenix are just that slow. He's doing work though, isn't he? He's doing work. We had to try. Okay, so let's take a look at the roster spotlight. We have a roster spotlight for, I already forget his name. I didn't write it down. Mando, last Mando standing. Defeat. His garbage might match your own. Alright, so the only chance we have here, you guys, is if we hold somewhere, because we dropped that battle. Besides that, it was pretty clean. Fun Grand Arena. Thank you guys for going down that journey with me. I will post it in the Discord what happens with that Grand Arena. Let's hopefully collect our rank 1 fleet rewards. Rank 5, somebody knocked me down. Ah, that sucks. I bet you it was the guy who's not in our fleet shard chat. I bet you it was the guy that was not in our fleet shard chat. Let's see who it was. Yep, Nubian Banub. He's not in our shard chat. He's the executor. He deserves first place, I guess. It sucks, though. It sucks. I should have looked or something. I should have looked. Oh, well. Rank 5. It's still 300 crystals. Okay, so a roster spotlight. Here we go. 765. 268. 132. None of that went in. Let's try again. 765 268 132. That looks right. See if this is the right ally code. TerraLive, it is. It is. Oh wow. Okay, so this thing, he said a few things to us. He said he's been playing for about a year. He said he's going for Darth Revan, and then he's going to try to get C3PO and then Malik. He currently has a 5-star malevolence that it looks like he changed over to relatively recently, because he's only got the Vulture Droid to 5 stars. Let's check out his stats. He's about a year in, which is just a little bit further than us. Let's get the music going again. Okay, gear donated in the Guild Exchange. A man after our own heart, 47 pieces. I'm not saying you should donate very rarely, but it makes sense to me that you do. If you don't ask for gear and you don't donate gear, everybody's got their own farms. That's just my perspective. But let's see here. How has he done? He's got Division 1 Bronzium. Okay, so he's in Bronzium 1. Okay, so this looks like it is updated. Championship best rank looks like it has updated. Interesting. Okay. Cool. He's armored in chromium. And let's take a look at his fleets. Already killing it with the malevolence. It looks like he has, like I say, recently unlocked the malevolence. Wow, he's got a lot of fleets. He's got Ahsoka's ship with a relic Ahsoka. The TIE Silencer at 5 stars. So I'm guessing he farmed crew to 7 stars and then stopped farming that node, which that makes a lot of sense. But a relic crew, a relic Vader, a relic Anakin. Wow, nice. Now it looks like he does not believe in 7-starring a lot of ships. I think that you will find, TerraLive, I think that you will find that your fleet has a lot more maximum potential if you take these ships to 7 stars, especially with these relic characters. You'll get a lot more out of these ships with 7 stars, because every star you take your ship up, it increases the multiplier of your character's power, how much it contributes to the ship. I mean, you know, you can't farm everything all at once. I totally understand, but you're working on a bunch of good stuff. These are all really good ships. The Houndstooth, you know, is a fantastic ship. The Geo's looking sick. Slave 1 is almost done. Vulture Droid is 5 stars. The Millennium Falcon is awesome. That is awesome. 5 stars on that one. Plo Koon is maxed out. Rex's ship takes forever, but you're making good progress on it. Ghost and Phantom at 5 stars. Okay, so now I'm seeing that this is a hyperdrive. It looks like maybe it's the hyperdrive, I think. So that helped him get some progress, but not total progress. He had to go after Han's Millennium Falcon, because I don't think it gives you all the ships. No, you still have to go after Houndstooth. So yeah, I would definitely finish that Vulture Droid. I don't see... Do I see the Hyena Bomber? Let's have a little looky-loo for the Hyena Bomber. No Hyena Bomber. So yeah, if you're using the Malevolence, then definitely get those other pilotless ships. The Hyena Bomber and the Vulture Droid. You've already got great Geos to go with it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, your ships are looking exciting. A lot of functionality, but not a lot of finishing. So if I had to guess, I would say this gentleman doesn't love ships, but he loves characters. So let's take a look at these characters. Coleman Traver, still disagree with you on the donations, but that's a discussion for another matter. Yes, indeed. Even Germ, everyone has their own farm to do. I do think if you're going to take it back when you start, farming GL tickets, you'll wish it wasn't that way. I'm not sure what you mean, Even Germ. Please help me understand. All right, so I'm already seeing this man loves his characters. This is a fantastic, exciting roster. Relic 7 Revan. Relic 7 Kylo, Relic 5 Vader, Relic 7 Ahsoka, my gosh, amazing. Relic 5 Padme, 5 Anakin, and 5 CLS. Wow, some fantastic tunes, that's awesome. Gear 12 Geos, almost Relic Kenobi. Wait, I think in your message you said you were close to unlocking the Negotiator. Do you have it yet? No, so you must be really close to unlocking the Negotiator. 5-star Malevolence, 5-star Negotiator. Man, the Negotiator with these ships is gonna be nasty. What's your Galactic Republic ships looking like? I already forget. So you've got Ahsoka, Anakin, you've got the Plo, you got Rex coming, you got 5s coming up, Clone Sergeant, yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nasty fleet. I can understand why you're not going after those pilotless ships now for the Malevolence, because your main goal is a Negotiator, and why not? Oh, you got Revan. You said you were going for Revan. That was a few weeks ago, and you got him. Let's take a look at this beauty. Oh my gosh, you've got almost all of his abilities maxed out already. And you've already got him to, what is that, gear 10? Is that gear 10? No, that's gear 11 or something. It's good gear. It's good gear. It's looking good. Crit damage, crit chance, beautiful. Beautiful. Farming tickets, even germ. Farming tickets will change your perspective, both on life and the game. Oh, dang it. I hope not. I hope not. I hope it's not as bad as people say. We'll find out, though. We'll be getting SLKR someday. Someday soon. Man, I'm loving the characters you have. You have some fantastic choices. Bosk double Zeta. Brood Alpha single Zeta. Ahsoka with the Zeta. Vader's with 2 Zetas. Let's see, what Zeta did you put on crew? But the leader, good choice. Honestly, they're both good choices. Definitely. All right, let's keep looking at this. You got First Order Executioner. It looks like you started for SOKR, maybe, and then switched focus. I mean, it looks like for all the times you've switched focus, you definitely ended up with some really good stuff. You got, yeah, Jolie with the Zeta. Of course, you got Bastilla Jedi for the Revan, and you got both Basties. You got bounty hunters. Looks like you got some clones. You got a little bit of everything. You got a little bit of everything, and a lot of deadliness is what you got. Oh, you got the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron. It looks like very nice. 5s with the Zeta. I'm telling you guys, it's awesome. So yeah, are you going for SLKR? Chewie at 6 stars. Fantastic. Grievous at 5 stars. You've just got a lot of stuff. Oh wow, that's impressive. You've got a lot of stuff. Look at this, it keeps going. It's still going. BB-8 maxed out, and we're getting into some of the hyperdrives here. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. You guys tell me in the chat, what do you want to see that he's got? He's got a lot of stuff. I want to see what his First Order are looking like. First Order. Oh yeah, good stuff. He's definitely at least considered going for SLKR. At least considered. Even Germ says check the speeds. I definitely will. Adam says, I'm going to have my last tickets required for Lord Vader unlocked tomorrow. Nice! And then it's only 30 more days of farming tickets for his alt. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. From Lord Vader, as far as I understand, I don't know much about him, but it does seem like his alt is mandatory. So, good luck on that, my friend. 30 days? Only a month extra? I thought it would take longer than that. I mean, that's a long time, but you must be aggressive with it. R5 CLS without Zetas, the pain of having too much teams and too little Zetas. Absolutely, Coleman Traber. Zetas are tough. Even Germ, the only hurts me as well as I'm doing it as well. Yep. Joseph Wilno says, I'm liking this roster. I am liking this roster too. All right, First Order, looking good. Right, well on your way to SLKR, except for the ships. But I mean, you're on your way with the ships too, for sure. I mean, yeah, you got most of the ships 5 stars already for SLKR. Let's look at his rebels. Oh yeah, definitely. So what you've got is you've got several teams with like a Titan character on them. You got a Jedi Knight Revan team with a really good Jedi Knight Revan. You got a Padme team with 3-4 really good characters, with Yoda coming up too. You got a Vader, Vader by himself with relics can make a team. Crew by himself with relics can really make the First Order team really hard on defense. This is a nasty Grand Arena roster. For sure. Bosk, once I could just see it. You're like poised. You're poised to go to gear 12 with Bosk. Is this gear 11 or gear 10? I don't know, but you're headed there. As soon as you get that 7th star, your Bosk is going right up. I'm sure of it. Joseph Woolno says, I only need to do 8 more attempts and I can get the ultimate for C. Wow, so awesome, you guys. Cole Morgan says, check the troopers. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I assume you mean Imperial Troopers. Let's have a look. Looks like still hyperdrive status. But even even this could do some work, you guys. These 5 right here, even they could do some work. But then when you add Piet into it, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, very nice. Camo Boyo, hey Padawan, can't stay long, but I hope you have a great stream. We have had a great stream. It is almost over, and we have had a blast. That Grand Arena was crazy, and I had just enough teams to clear, but I dropped a battle, so we left a team uncleared. Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, Padme, Commander Luke, the Geos, a 7-star Kenobi. So good. Let's look at the bounty hunters. Let's look at the bounty hunters. Oh yeah, Double Zeta Bosk. Excellent. These 2 dynamic duos right here, plus the Mando and Grief Karga. Oh my gosh, this team right here. Forget about it. Forget about it. All right, you guys say you wanted to look at some speeds. Let's take a look at some speeds. Fastest character is Jedi Knight Revan. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's take a look. Ooh, 298. Looking good. Oh, nice. Very nice on that. 298 with the Revan. Padme is number 2. Excellent choice. What is Padme rocking? Ooh, with all, look at this, you guys. All health mods. All health mods. Still 269 with all health mods. Fantastic. And Anakin's number 3. I can see that you've definitely modded your characters according to how you've geared them. You've got some of your best mods and some of your highest geared characters, and that is a super smart way to do it. 266 on Anakin. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Let's look at one more. CLS. Ooh, Darth Revan, even at low gear, is the 5th fastest. This guy knows what he's doing, you guys. This guy knows what he's doing. 263 on CLS. This is a mean roster, you guys. This is a mean roster. Fantastic. Shaak Ti's coming up. Let's look at these clones. Let's look at Galactic Republic. Let's look at Galactic Republic. I know that's going to include Padme. Shaak Ti is here above Yoda. How is this possible? Yoda's Zetaed? Oh, that's speed. Duh. I was looking at power. I'm like, how is that possible? There we go. There we go. Rex is looking good. 5s is coming up. Echo. And where's Ark? Where's Ark? There he is. There he is. There he is. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome with the Shaak Ti. It's a mean account, you guys. Anybody else have anything they want to look at before we close the book on this roster spotlight? Very fun. Very fun. If you watch this later, gosh, I'm so sorry, I forget your name here. If you watch this later, TerraLive or TerraLive, let me know, what teams do you like to use in Grand Arena on offense? Which of these teams do you like to use on offense? Which of these teams do you like to put on defense? Because if you put some of these teams on defense, I would have no answer. No answer to these teams. And how much longer until you get your negotiator? I know you said you were really close. You said you were like 30 shards away. 30 shards away. This is looking great. It's a fantastic roster with some amazing teams. You got some light side Geo. You got some dark side Geo. You have good spread. I'm not sure what your guild is working on, but it looks like you got your Watt ready Geos here. I think we didn't look for Watt. Let's see. Do we have Watt on this account? No Watt. Okay. So you guys must be on the cusp. On the cusp of getting Watt. Even Germ says it is a good account, not going for GLs, and that is perfectly fine. You do not have to go for GLs on your roster for it to be a good roster, a fun roster, an effective roster. The only weakness that I see on this roster really is fleets, and he seems to be addressing it with the negotiator rather than the malevolence. So he's already probably knocking into the top 50 with the malevolence that he currently has. But then once he gets that negotiator, he is going to be sick. Let's just check really quick in case you're looking for any opportunities here. I feel like you have a really big opportunity here with this fleet to get the BTLB Y-Wing. I don't know if you're farming it right now, but if you're not, you should absolutely start farming it because it will really go well with the rest of these Galactic Republic ships to help your negotiator fleet be dominant in the fleet arena. Holman Traber says, does he have Hoda or Wampa? Let's see here. Jedi characters. Jedi. Not yet on the Hoda, unless I just didn't see it. Gosh, I don't even think what is he? Just dark side only? Wampa? I think that's the only tag he's got. Let's just type his name in. Wamp. Is there any Wamp? There's no Wamp. Okay. So that probably means he's saving for Gas or Malik, which is definitely feels like the right thing to do. All right, you guys. Warrior says, I think I am next for roster review on Friday. Is that correct? If so, I'm very excited and we'll let you know when I'm farming over in Discord. Fantastic. Please do. Please do. I have been doing a bad job lately of keeping up with marking the Discord to show who's next, but I can take a look really quick here for you. If you're not a part of the Discord, I'm going to take this opportunity. If you're not a part of the Discord, the link is in the description below. It is becoming a conglomerate of a bunch of different free-to-play communities all coming together and working together. It is a ton of fun. You can get answers to any question. You can talk about the latest Book of Boba Fett episode, which was amazing. No spoilers in the spoilers channel of the Discord. It's just fun. A community of people who love the game and love Star Wars and just are kind and uplifting to each other. It's really wonderful to be a part of. All right, so today we did TerraLive, and yes, Warrior, you are next in line. So definitely put it in the Discord. What are some farms that you're working on right now? And if you can be here with us live, then it'll be even more fun. Does he have the Qui-Gon Omicron? I believe that he does. Let's take a look. Qui-Gon. Yep. He's got the Zeta showing, which I think still means he's got the Omicron. Yeah, he's got it maxed. He's got it maxed. Oh my gosh. With that Relic 7. The Relic 7 Jedi Knight Revan. Oh yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I remember he said he was going for Malik. I think I missed my alts roster spotlight. You know, if you look back in the streams, you can see it. I put timestamps in the description for all the things that are broken down in the stream. If I accidentally jumped over it altogether, just let me know, and we'll put it back on the list and get it back going again. You guys, I stream every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. We just get into the game and do whatever's going on. Grand Arena, we talk about stuff, we answer your questions, we show our farms and what we're going for. We didn't get rank 1 in Fleet today. I was hoping we would, but that's okay. It is okay. And you guys, join the Discord if you're not a part of the Discord. Be here on Wednesdays and Fridays to be a part of the live action fun. And until next time, I want you all to know that Jesus loves you.